Hi guys, welcome back. I have been working on different ideas on how to use guest checks, or what to use them for, how to craft with them. And so I made a little lace pouch to collect them, so I can keep them all in one spot for until I use them. And I was like, wait a minute, I can show you guys how I made this. I don't know if you're interested in making one, but it was fairly easy, and I just love how it turned out. And this specific one is a perfect size to store all my guest checks that I've made and are ready for my junk journals. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make a laminated lace pouch. So what I used for this is these lamination plastic pages that you use for a laminator. So you put your paper in there and stick them to the laminator. I do not have a laminator, but you can still make these even if you don't have a laminator. And then I just used a piece of a curtain. You can use probably fabric. I don't know how well it works with fabric. I have not tried it. I used this lace because it has holes in it, so the plastic can actually melt or bond to it, like to both sides to each other. So I can only talk about the way, like the materials I used and the way I did it. So if you have other experiences, then you can certainly do it the way you think is right. Yeah, so what I used was just my iron. Because I figured, hey, this is plastic, and in the if you put this through your laminator, it gets hot and it just like fuses together or melts together. So I tried it with my iron. Why is there gold on here? I tried it with my iron and it worked perfectly fine. And then I stitched around it just to have like a nice edge. And I put an eyelet in here and put some sari silk around it. And then I have a little pouch to store my stuff. You could also make a smaller version and add this to your junk journal. So I just love the see-through because of the lace. All right, so this was my very first piece that I tried. Here I had, what did I do here? It was a little different. I think I did it differently. I did something different, but I didn't end up using this. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I had sewn this, but here I had cut it and sewn. Yeah, this was just an experiment. But yeah, so this is pretty much what we're gonna do now. Okay, so if you don't have these, I mean, obviously you don't buy them just to make this. I use these for pockets in my ephemera folders because these don't tear. And I really, really like that you can see through and they don't tear. And I have also used these for my see-through tag pockets. So I will link this video in the description below if you're interested in this. Because if you decide to buy these, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can use it other than laminating stuff. Especially if you don't have a laminator like me. All right, so the reason I bought these was just to make these pockets because they don't tear. All right, so, and I think this was like 100 or 50, I don't know. I'll link the ones that I use. I'm pretty happy, or I am very happy with these, and I'll link those in the description below if you're interested. All right, so what do you need? First of all, gotta get rid of all the fuzz and hair. Well, not hair, but this. Okay, cat hair. That's what happens when you have cats. Okay, so these come like this. So I leave these attached, And then I just put a piece of curtain in here, or tablecloth, or whatever you have. I find these at estate sales. Many times I bought a bunch of them, and each piece was like a dollar, because I mean, who's gonna buy all these old curtains? Am I in the frame? Not really. Okay, so and I'm just trimming this bigger than the oops, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. I'm just cutting this a little bigger so it's hanging out on the sides. Let's see, because I'm not gonna, oh my gosh, I gotta get like a Swiffer or something because I'm not gonna use the entire size. I'm making mine a little like bit smaller, so I cut it afterwards, but I am just putting this in here and make a sandwich like so. Okay, so how I do this, I use the regular iron, and I can do this on camera. I can try to fit this under the camera. Disclaimer, do it at your own risk. I didn't, like, nothing happened, but whenever heat is involved, you gotta be careful. Obviously, you're not gonna burn yourself. You gotta make sure that you cover this with, I used like an old pillow sheet because I had that laying around, a pillowcase because I had that laying around. You do not want to get the plastic in contact with your iron because it's gonna melt onto your iron. So if you know how to iron stuff, you know how you have to be careful. What else? So it takes a little bit of time. You don't want to overdo it because you don't want to like ruin this. So I set it, let's get my iron. Oh, I have this. I just set it to the highest, like the linen cotton setting, no steam. And then I just wait for it to heat up, and then I iron over it, and then I wait and I iron again. And every once in a while I check, and I'll do it on camera. I'll check to see if this has melted yet or fused, and it worked pretty well. I was surprised. It was just an experiment because, like I said, I don't have a laminator, and I'm not sure if you can actually stick this through the laminator. I mean, you would have to trim this or make sure that whatever you put inside is smaller so you can fit it through the laminator. So if you try this with the laminator, let me know if it works. Yeah, be careful, don't break anything just to try this. I don't want you to break an expensive tool. Okay, so I'm gonna get set up. Maybe I usually iron on the floor, but there's not really a lot of light. So I'll try to set this up here, and then I'll come back. All right, so I put my Tim Holtz glass mat under it just to be safe. Because glass takes the heat better than your plastic or your rubber mat. Okay, and then I have a excuse me, one of my old pillowcases that I bought at the last estate sale because I still had them laying around. Put my plastic / lace sandwich on it, and then I just put another one over it. You can see this is stained from my other ironing, I guess. All right, so, and then I'll just start, and I'll iron this. You just gotta get a feeling or a feel for it to see how the plastic reacts. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing anything yet. So I also push down and experiment. Just has to melt. And again, you don't want the plastic to get in touch or in contact with your iron because it's going to melt on your iron. You don't want to ruin your iron. And this will just take a little bit. Because it has to melt. starting to melt a little bit. Well, hope you're all having a good day. It's Friday here. It's super cold. Well, not super cold, but it's super windy. This morning it was snowing a little bit. It's like 36 degrees. And it's been like so windy for the past few days. Yesterday we lost power for a little bit. So yeah, I want spring. It's almost May. Come on, spring. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. Yeah, it's starting to melt. And then if you notice like spots where it didn't melt or hasn't fused yet, I would just push down a little, wait a little bit. And then after a while, I'll just flip this whole thing over so I can do it from the other side. Just want to make sure that the plastic melts together between all these like holes from the lace. And there's many things you can do with these things. Like with this, I just like making pockets or pouches to store stuff because they look pretty. I love lace. So you could make windows for like a page, or you could turn this in maybe into a cover. Okay, so let's flip this over. Oh yeah, it's melting already. You can yeah, make maybe like a cover. It's just a plastic lace cover for maybe a traveler's notebook. I mean, you're limited by the size, unfortunately, because they're only so big. But yeah, I think once they're melted, you can cut stuff out. You can do quite a few things with these. And you can obviously fast forward if you're not interested in watching me iron. Oh gosh, I never thought I would iron on camera. Okay. Almost. Just a little more. I don't know. I just want to make sure that it's really stuck. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Just one more. Push down real hard. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. Put the iron down. Okay, so be careful. It's not really hot, but it's warm, and it has fused. It has melted. So I'm just gonna let this cool off a little bit and put away my stuff. Okay, so this has cooled off. Feels pretty good. Looks good. And now we're gonna trim this. So I use my guillotine trimmer. You can obviously cut it with scissors. I just want a straight cut, so I'm gonna line at the top. That's where the two pieces or two side, what do you call it? Yeah, are fused together, and then we shall see. I don't even know how big I want the pouch to be. Let's see. I'll just cut like a piece, and then that's whatever the size will be. So my guillotine cutter only cuts to here for some reason. So I'll just finish this, or actually, let's see. I'll just finish this with my scissors, but at least I have like a start of a straight edge here. I don't know why my guillotine cutter has to be annoying, but that is what it is. Okay, so I'm not gonna use this. I'm just gonna toss this. Okay, so there we go. It's a little better. Oops. my plastic here. And then a little more. But I can do it this way because I think I laid it at 8. Yep, perfect. All right, so I think this is like 8 by 10 now. Let's see, about 8 by 10. Okay, so ta-da! We have a beautiful 8 by 10 lace, laminated lace piece that we can work with. Let's see, almost the same size. So what I did, I just folded it up and folded it down, and then I sewed around it. Let's see, how did I do that? Because I sewed this side first, and then I sewed around it. So let's see, pretty much the same, looks the same on both sides, but I think I'm gonna use this as the, I don't know, what do I want? Okay, so this will be the bottom. And then if I had my, oh, it's right here, my bone folder, I'll just fold it. And then I shall fold, I'm not going to fold it like this down right on this edge. I left a little bit of space because you want to be able to actually stick stuff in here. So I'm just going to fold it like here. Like so. Here we go. And then I will, first I will sew here. Just one straight, like one line. Just so, because I like the look of it. And then I will sew this way, this way, this way, and around here. And then we have this finished look. All right, so that was pretty easy to do. I just zigzag stitched this way, and then I folded it back up, and then I just started, I think I started here, zips, this way, and this way, and now we have our pocket. So I will add a eyelid as a closure. Let's see. I'll use one of those because this is plastic and it has like its memory, which means it wants to stay the way it is. So it's not really gonna stay closed unless you like put a closure on it. So I'm just gonna put a hole in here with my crocodile. I'll eyeball it again, the middle. Let's see, gonna go a little. Come on. Here we go. Are we in the middle? Okay. Oh, was that the wrong hole? Nope. Was that the wrong hole? I think it was the wrong hole. No, it wasn't. Okay. Put this one through. And squish it. Oh, gosh. I'm not good at doing this on camera. Ugh. I'm a little shaky because I'm hungry. Okay, and then squish it. Ta-da! Okay. And so then we can put this away. Get some sari silk. Let's see what we got. Any good colors? Let's take this pink. Oh, this is gonna not work. Maybe it'll work. Okay. How did I do this? I'll just tie it here. There we go. Got a pocket. And you could put a label on it if you love labels. I think most junk journalists love labels. You can either put it over here or here, and then maybe tie a charm on it, and then ta-da! Got your little pocket or pouch, and you can store stuff in it. Let's see if we can fit all these in here. Perfect. See? And you can see that there's something in there, and if you love lace, it's great because it looks pretty. I love these things. Awesome. So, yay. Let me know if you give these a try, and let me know if you have a laminator and if you give this a try. But be careful, I don't want you to break anything. I also don't want you to melt anything, so do it at your own risk. But for me, with the iron, it was pretty easy to do, pretty quick, and this is a good way to use up old curtains or lace, like table runners or tablecloths, whatever. Yeah, so let me know what you think, guys. Thank you so much for watching and crafting with me, and I will talk to you in my next video. Have a crafty day. Bye.